Hi, I'm Dr. Thomas Armstrong, and I'm making a series of short videos to introduce my new book, The Power of Neurodiversity: Unleashing the Advantages of Your Neurodivergent Brain. This is a completely revised and updated second edition of a book that I originally wrote in 2010. The topic of this video is assistive technologies for the intellectually disabled. In my book, The Power of Neurodiversity, I talk about a process called positive niche construction, which is taken from evolutionary biology. And it's the concept of animals creating environments for themselves that allow them to do what they do best. So it's birds building nests, it's beavers building dams, it's spiders spinning webs, bees creating hives. And in each of these cases, they're creating an environment that allows them to survive and thrive. And I've taken this concept and applied it to human ecology so that we can think about creating environments for the neurodivergent person that helps them function in the world, but more than that, so they're not spending all their time trying to adapt to the world around them. Niche construction does also the reverse, makes the world adapt to them and their gifts and their needs. So I've identified 8 components of positive niche construction. And in this video, I'm going to talk about one of them. Assistive technology tools are technologies that make things easier for a person that might otherwise be difficult. So a wheelchair might be an example. For speech or speech-to-text software for the dyslexic, where you can speak and it'll be translated into text. Some people call these workarounds, but they can consist of a wide variety of from very low-tech to very high-tech tools that allow us to get the job done. The first technology tool I'm going to look at relates to online tutorials. I'm going to focus in particular on the Khan Academy, which is an online platform for learning basic academic skills and also content that's relevant to high school and college. And what I like about this Khan Academy is that it starts out at a very simple level. You can see here it begins with kindergarten, and even before that has counting skills as one of the things that it does. It also teaches reading levels beginning at second grade reading and on up. These lessons that you take are usually anywhere from 3 to 8 minutes long, and they're focused on one particular skill. And I've myself have used Khan Academy quite a bit. I use it almost every day now. I'm taking high school geometry and refreshing myself on that. And what you get is these short tutorials where Sal Khan, who is the creator of this whole platform, teaches us a lesson. We see this screen, which you see displayed in front of you, and Sal Khan teaches most of the lessons, and he does it kind of behind the scenes. And you see him writing. You don't see his hand, but you see the writing, you see the moving of lines and squares and so forth. And then periodically you take tests where you can show you've mastered the material that you've just been taught. And you just go on like that, taking these very small lessons. And what's beautiful about it is that you can take these lessons over and over again until you master them. For people with intellectual disabilities who may struggle with math, for example, or struggle with reading, this helps them start at a very basic level and get mastery in each level step by step as they proceed along the discipline. So I think this would be very good for people with intellectual disabilities as well as everybody else. For those who want to take calculus, they have an offering for that. Another set of technology tools would be social media platforms. This app is called Hello, It's Me. It's a social media platform dedicated to helping people diagnosed with intellectual and developmental disabilities avoid isolation and connect with like-minded peers. Users can join interest groups that share their passions, whether a hobby, music, sports, or any other topic. The next category is alternative augmentative communication devices. This is kind of a mouthful, but basically it's a technology that allows you to talk to other people by pressing keys. One really great example of this is called Proloquo to Go. You can see the keyboard in a tablet format, and you can see the symbols on the keys, which if you press, a synthesized voice will speak that command. There are over 27,000 symbols available that represent verbal requests, feelings, questions, ideas, and other articulations. It can be customized for additional symbols tailored to the needs of the user and speaks with any of over 100 voices. It's a little bit expensive, $250, but it does a lot of things. There are cheaper versions of other models available, but this one is certainly the Cadillac of its kind. Next, we'll look at indoor navigation apps. We have GPS for outdoor navigation. Well, now they've created indoor navigation apps so that if a person is going into a convention center, for example, and supposed to meet someone and not know their bearings, this is a navigation app that will help them. It'll use step-by-step guidance inside and around the venues for buildings open to the public and any workplace. The location, however, must be equipped with the company's indoor geo-guidance technology. But the good part is that this is a free service. Another category is emergency contact apps. What do you do if you're in an emergency or a bad situation? There's Red Panic Button as one among other similar apps. What you do is first you list your emergency contacts. Then whenever and wherever you are, if you run into trouble, you push the red button and the app will send your contact or contacts a text message containing a Google Maps link to your location. Finally, we have social problem-solving apps. Here's a very inexpensive app called Difficult Situations Fun Deck. It's an assistive technology tool consisting of a series of flashcards which pose potentially stressful situations and how to cope with them. For example, a stranger tells you your sister has been hurt in an accident and he asks you to get in his car. So basically, what do you do? So these are a few of the assistive technology apps that can be useful for people with intellectual disabilities, and there are hundreds more out there. This is gone into in my book. I have a chapter on intellectual disabilities. I hope you get the book, The Power of Neurodiversity, and share it with your friends, your family, your teachers, your co-workers, your therapists, and whoever might benefit from it. I've created a neurodiversity strengths checklist, which consists of 200 items that will tell you what you're good at. And I created this because I realized that so many neurodivergent people take tests. I was a special ed teacher for many years, and I saw these kids taking all these diagnostic tests, and they were all focused on telling the kid what was wrong with them. And I thought, we need a assessment that tells them what's right, what's going well. So there's 200 ways of being strong, of having assets in this inventory, and it's part of my book. And if you go to my website, www.institute, the number 4learning.com, institute, the number 4learning.com, and go to my homepage or my blog page and put your email in the sign up box, you will receive a copy of the Neurodiversity Strengths Checklist. Thanks so much for listening and for watching. I hope the information has been useful to you, and I hope that you take this information and go forward to celebrate neurodiversity wherever you see it. Thanks so much. I appreciate the time, and all the best to you. Thank you.